Okay, I received a Spokeshave that I ordered off of eBay the other day in the mail, and this is my first time getting to it. It's a Stanley 151. I hope you can read that in the casting there. And it's adjustable with these two screws, and they fit inside the blade right here. That's what gives you the ability to move the blade in and out on both sides. So I'm going to take it apart and let's see what it looks like. Cap. Screws in pretty good shape. Got a knurled nut there. That works well. The blade is gonna need some work. You can see the back here. I don't think it's ever been polished. And then the edge, it's got some nicks in it. Hope you can see that. So this is the back side, front side. Some nicks right here. Maybe if I put my finger behind him, you'll be able to see it better. So I'll sharpen that up. Then looking at the handle, everything else seems to be in good shape. The nuts are in good shape. Really not much to do with those except maybe just clean them up and polish them a little bit. Then we need to put a little oil on that one. Throat looks good, but the back also needs to be addressed a little bit and flattened to make sure it's good and flat. So let's get to it. I'm going to start with this here first. I'm going to put the blade back in it and put some tension on it. It's 1:30 my time, so I'm going to keep track of my real time spent on this. So let me get things straightened out here and get my sharpening station set up. Okay, got a fresh piece of 80. This is the only new piece of paper I got here. This is 80, 150, 220, 400. So I've got the blade in and I've got it pulled way back so that it's not going to hurt anything, but I do have it under tension here. So I'm just going to run this quick and see where I'm at as far as scratch pattern on this 80 grit. That looks pretty good actually. Not too bad. So a few more strokes on this. Not too bad. Just got a little bit in this corner. Here, here, and here. One on the back edge right there. I'm going to just do it a few more times. It's not going to need much more. Okay, moving to 150. Looking good. 220. And before I do 400, I'm going to mark this. Hang on a second. I'm going to take my marker. Just to make sure I'm getting everything I need to get here. It looks really good though. Okay, 400. And I got my board in the way here, so I'm going to have to kind of cant this a little bit, but that's no big deal. Okay, so you can see I got a little bit on this edge here that I'm not getting. A few more strokes. I'm going to go back to 150 here. Or I mean, sorry, 220. Yeah, that took care of it. Now back to the 400. A few more strokes, I think. That looks pretty good. I mean, for what I'm going to do with it, that's as fine a finish as I need on the sole right there. I got a nice uniform scratch pattern. I'm going to give I got a little bit out here yet again. I'm going to try it one more time. We're getting there. Try this. Just this edge, just a little bit. I might put down a fresh piece here, but let's do that. I'm going to get a fresh piece of paper here. And I'm going to put it out here. That way I can run it this way. Not have to worry about interference from that board. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh yeah. Nice. Just a little bit of ink right here. But that new paper is taking it right down. There we go. So I'll live with that. That looks good. I got a little out here, but that's not where the blade cuts. It's in here. So I'm going to call that good, nice and flat. Take the blade out. Oh. This cap iron off. Make sure that bolt doesn't go all the way through. Okay, you can see that I'm getting an edge off around the front there and a little bit off the back. Okay, now I'm all the way across, moving up to 150. $220. And $400. Okay, so that looks good. That didn't take long. Take the blade out and work on that. Let me clean up this residue here first. Hang on one second. Okay, we'll start with the back of the blade here. You can feel it gets a little warm working on that 80, but not too bad right off the bat. A few more strokes on that. Coming along pretty good. I can still see the scratch pattern going this direction right here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's going right like there and right here a little bit. So a few more strokes, get rid of those deep scratches. Okay, I think that as I move up the grits, I think the rest of those will start to disappear. I'm pretty good out to the edge there. See what happens here. It's getting there. Still see them scratches right here and some pitting, but that's well back from the cutting edge. So I think I'm doing all right. Okay, we'll move up to 220. Starting to polish up. I think I'm going to hit this with some marker now. See where I'm at. Okay, took the marker off. Moving to 400 now. Coming up pretty good. Starting to get a polish on it. I'm going to stroke it a few more times here. I can tell right now that this thing is way out of square, I believe. Yeah. This end really drops off by about probably a 1/16. Let's see if I can show that to you. So you can see the daylight in there on that edge by my thumb, the one away from the square. Touching up in the corner, but not out here. So a little bit on this, a little bit more on this edge. Now I'm going to take it to a diamond stone and find my fine grit here. Nope, that's my 400. All right, I'm gonna change positions here. Okay, my 1200 grit diamond stone, little simple green and water. Get this stuff out of my feet. There we go. All right, it's coming. You can see I'm getting a polish right out here. More toward the edge, which is good. So I'm going to work on this edge, concentrate on the edge more than the whole back here now. Maybe just do about a half an inch or so. Okay, I've got a pretty good line, maybe about 1/8, and then it dips to about a 1/16 right there, back to 1/8. That's highly polished. Let's see if I do this, what happens? All right, well, it did remove all of the marker ink. It's looking pretty good to me. I'm gonna stroke it a few more times, see if I can get a little more polish out of it. Oh. Try this side. You know what's happening is that part that I thought was polished is starting to disappear. So I'm flattening more. The abrading is is being taken right here in the whole blade, not just the front. So I'm glad I stuck with it. I got a ways to go yet. Time to put some music on.